Welcome back, everybody, to Couples Coverage. I'm your host, Nicholas Moriano, and as always, I'm joined by my beautiful, amazing, and glasses-wearing fiance, Stephanie Bonse. How are you doing, babe?
I'm doing good. I decided to go glasses today to match your look.
Yeah, no, I like the look ever since you did
These
a little
are not prescription glasses.
Amazon purchase. You brought the blue light. We're always looking at screens. It's a good way to protect your beautiful eyes.
Oh, thanks. I know. Well, I've been wanting blue light glasses for a really long time, and I finally got them. And now when I wear them in the morning, I feel like I have to keep them on because I was like, okay, if this is a glasses day, I'm keeping them on for the day. Like I'll wear them to work because then it creates those little like if I'm wearing makeup, it'll make the little marks on my nose, and I'm like, well, I just gotta wear them for the day.
Yeah, no, I feel like no, I think it's a good look.
Thanks.
I like the glasses look, and again, you're protecting your eyes. I feel like I've been wearing my glasses a little bit more lately, even when I go outside of the house. Like I'll go to work, and I'm wearing my glasses, and there are some people there like, wait, you wear glasses? I'm like, yeah, I'm just always wearing my contacts. So it's good to change it up every now and then.
Yeah. Yeah, mine are not prescription, and you're a little blind bat, as I like to call you.
I think my prescription each eye is like minus 2.5, which I know compared to some people is actually not that bad. But
you always say that, but then it shocks me the things that you can't read. I'm like, that's so big, and
like the shoebox behind the camera here, like the size, I can't even see the number.
Crazy because to me that's like a good size number. But
oh wow, yeah. No, I can't see it at all once I take them off. I can't even see the Jordan logo. There's nothing there. It's there. I see the outline of the label where it shows like the size and everything, but couldn't tell you what size. I couldn't tell you anything, honestly. It's a box, but that's about it.
Anyways, you know what this kind of reminded me though, because I feel like we kind of look similar just because we always try to kind of like coordinate a little bit, and then with the glasses I just feel like we kind of look kind of similar, which is a little bit creepy in a way. But it reminded me that there was one day we had the same sweater. It's one of the CHGO like zip ups.
Okay, yeah.
And we never wear the exact same thing ever, but this specific day we were, and your parents surprised us. They're like, oh, we got to run up and use the bathroom. But they had your aunt and uncle with them, too. Mm-hmm. So they came up and we were like wearing the same thing. And we looked like the couple from The Watchers. Have you ever seen that show? It's like
Watchers.
It's like that one scary
show. Is that Netflix?
I think I watched that one by myself, honestly. But it was this like scary show. And there was these like crazy neighbors across the street that were always wearing the same thing. And that's what I felt like.
I do remember that show now. They end up like leaving the house or something like that. Yeah, so I do remember. I don't remember wearing the same thing, but hey, we do have the same sweater, so I get that. Before we get into what we have planned for this episode, make sure to like and subscribe this podcast. It would really help us out, and you can do that by just subscribing to Couples Coverage on YouTube. But if you're also a podcast listener, audio listener, we're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, really anywhere you listen to your podcast. So make sure to, subscribe, give us a like, leave a comment, share the video once we publish this. It'll help us out. But also, we are on social media too. We'll always post on our Instagram just the cover art of the episode, and the link to this episode. And all the episodes can be found in our Instagram bio. And then there's also that TikTok there that we haven't touched in a little bit, but that's okay. We haven't touched it, but you should go give us a follow on there as well. All right, babe. You have the outline in hand. Where are we starting with episode 41?
Yeah, episode 41. And I guess just to kind of go with like your little self promo that we do at the beginning of the episode, we got an unexpected shout out, which I think is hilarious. And I wish we had the clip with us. But we got mentioned on the radio. Couples Coverage got mentioned on the radio.
It was pretty funny. I was doing a quick sports radio hit, and I could tell that the host of the show, like to close out, she must have had my Twitter or I guess X bio up because she said Nicholas Moriano, host of CHGO Bears and also host of the Couples Coverage podcast. So it was pretty funny, like hearing that. Like I immediately smiled, and my one buddy Jimmy, who's probably on his car ride home after work, put in. We still use Snapchat to communicate. I feel like we're children because I feel like that's like an outdated.
Children or like older?
Outdated. I don't know. Whatever. But he's like, good hit, Nick. I also heard Couples Coverage got a shout out. I'm like, I know that was pretty funny. So
I know. I think your dad was like, I heard that.
Yeah. So it was completely different demographic than probably the people that listen and watch Couples Coverage. Yeah. One being radio and sports, but. Now go follow Couples Coverage.
I thought that was I don't tend to listen to a lot of like the radio hits that you do because like, I don't know, I'm not going to run to my car to do it. I can hear you from the other room.
Yes.
But this time, like, I think you were just doing it. It was a quick thing. And I didn't catch that, but it would have been very funny to hear it.
No, well, I guess I did have my headphones in, so you wouldn't have heard her say that. Yeah. And then I came in and like, guess what? Yeah. We just got Couples Coverage shouted out on the radio, so that was pretty funny though. I
wonder if it led anyone to go look up what that was. Like, what is Couples Coverage? But
yeah, anyways. I don't know. Maybe if some people liked my hit, they would have been like, oh, what else does this guy do? Or they heard me talking and were like, no, I'm done with this guy. Definitely not going to go look up Couples Coverage. So who knows?
Something else that I wanted to quickly mention. Actually, I haven't heard you complain today, so maybe you feel a little bit better.
Yeah, so I don't even know if it's my wisdom tooth. It's all the way in the back here. I don't even remember what wisdom teeth I got removed or if it was just one. But
no, it was two. You got two removed.
I got two. I don't remember which I got removed, but this would have been 2 days ago. My back tooth, upper part of the jaw was killing me as I was in San Francisco covering the Bears game. And it was to the point where like I would be like watching the game, but I'm just almost more so focusing on my tooth. But a couple days later, I don't know. I feel fine actually right now. Like I haven't been complaining. I'm eating on both sides because I was like favoring this side because it was hurting to chew. So I feel like I'm good.
No, you're not. You need to get an appointment. You're not because it's not the first time you've complained about it. So you just really need an appointment. But funny enough, we were both going through the worst teeth pain yesterday because we've been using some whitening strips at night. Mm-hmm. Honestly, I haven't been super consistent with it, but same. The day that you were gone, so Sunday night, I put one on for the first time in a while, and usually I put a timer on my phone because I usually do it before I get to bed, or like once I'm already in bed. Like I wash up, I get to bed, and I'll put a timer just in case I fall asleep for 45 minutes. And this specific day, I don't know if I just turned the timer off or what it was, but I ended up keeping the strip on all night, and my teeth hurt so bad the next day, like the sensitivity. And it wasn't even just my teeth, it was my whole mouth, like my tongue, like the inside of my lip, because I don't even know what it's called, like I think it's the hydrogen
peroxide,
whatever whitening agent is in there is like pretty strong. So I was in such pain, and I didn't realize until you called me, because when you're gone I still lock the big lock, and you'll just have to call me or whatever to tell me you're here, because I don't like to, if I'm here by myself, like I want to make sure that lock is on. So you called me to let me know you were here at 6 a.m, and I realized I was still wearing them.
So what, it was like 5 hours, at least 5 hours that you had the whitening strips on when it's 45 minutes.
0 out of 10 recommend.
Oh no, I wouldn't recommend that to anybody.
So bad.
But you have some white teeth.
Thanks. Well, you were freaking playing the Shiny Teeth in Me song.
Shiny Teeth in Me. Look.
While I was complaining and about to cry, you're like, well, at least you have shiny or whatever, nice white teeth, and then you play the song, and I'm like, I'm literally.
If you watch Fairly Odd Parents, you would know shiny teeth in me for the people that grew up around the same time.
Now I don't want to see the whitening strips. I don't want to see them, honestly. And right now, it still doesn't feel 100% back to normal. Like, I don't know how long it takes.
I don't know why I have this on my desk, but it does a job. People have asked me, like, Nick, you do have really white teeth. What do you do? Like, dude, just go to Target.
Yeah, but you don't do them often. It's like once a year you go through like a pack or something.
And I know there's definitely been some where I haven't even done that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, there was a phase where it was annoying, kind of. But, yeah, literally. So if you're looking a stocking stuffer.
That was pre-Stephanie when you went through your...
Oh, yeah. Actually, we'll get the stocking stuffers and gifts, but whitening strips. If you're looking to...
Okay, it has to be very specific, though, because... my mom's calling me. Oh, let me answer her, actually, so I can tell her. Hello?
Hi, corazón.
Hi, mami. Estoy recording el podcast.
Ay, sorry.
Te vas a escuchar in the next one porque estamos recording ahorita.
Ay, mami, sorry. Luego te hablo, ¿eh?
Okay, mami. Okay, bye.
Adios.
Yes.
Wow, your whole family's just making cameos on the Couples Covers podcast.
I feel horrible never like seeing my mom or dad call and not answering, so I just had to.
No, you did good. I sometimes we'll let it ring and then I'll eventually call him back.
I know.
But my dad did not pick up the phone today.
Did you talk to him?
No.
What the heck? That's
it's okay.
Character.
It is very out of character. He must be busy, or just didn't see it. It's fine. I will get in contact with him soon. I'm gonna put this down. Okay. Teeth, but I think the teeth pain for both of us is we're gotten past the worst part of it. I still need to go. I need to schedule a dentist appointment because it's not just this tooth. I notice when I eat anything sweet like candy, there's like a little sharp pain that doesn't feel very great. So not great.
Anyways, what else we have? So you turned 30 while we were gone. I know we did quickly mention that on the last episode, but now you are officially 30, and I know you always say that you don't feel any different, but
no, I don't feel any different.
I know you don't feel any different, but you know, for me, like, it always takes me a while to adjust to whatever new age I am. So for you, does it feel strange saying that you're 30, even if you don't feel different?
No, I mean, I guess it was funny, like, telling people that, and they're like, oh, you know, once you turn 30, everything goes downhill from here. Like, you start waking up with weird back pain. You want to go to bed earlier. You get cranky for no reason after like 9 p.m. To me, look, I feel like age is just a number. I don't really think I don't feel any old. And look, it's today's, as my watch is dead, I can't even tell you what day it is. I think today's the 11th or 10th. I don't remember, but it was just a couple days ago, my birthday, not that long ago. So I don't feel any older. I feel great, you know, so.
I wish I had that same mentality. And like, honestly, okay, from my head, like, I know age is just a number. It depends on, like, you know, if you take care of yourself or whatever. But I wish I had the same, like, confidence as you when it comes to your age, because you're like, oh, I can still pass as like a freshman or blah blah blah, and I'm like, okay, like, reel it back. I don't know about that, but I would never say that about myself. Like, oh yeah, I can probably still pass as a you know, someone in college or.
No, I get that. It's funny that you mentioned that, because I was having kind of like a thought to myself. I was asking my same friend Jimmy if he was going to get like a membership at this local gym here in Arlington Heights. I want to get back into basketball. And I was just thinking, like, yeah, I just turned 30, but I could still run with these 20-year-olds. That sounded super weird to say, actually. Run with these. Look, I will never admit that I'm old or older. Like, I won't. But I was thinking to myself, like, yeah, if we played a pickup game, you know, kids that are just in college,
and this is
I would
why
be perfectly fine. I would be great, honestly, and I'm not that I'm great at basketball, but conditioning wise, yeah, it'd be fine. That's what I was thinking. But now I need to go out and see.
I just think you're overly confident with that type of stuff because this is why people get hurt. Or I remember, okay, not to like throw your dad under the bus, but I remember he was trying to play basketball with you guys and he got hurt.
Yes.
Because he probably feels the same, like, oh, I can still take you guys.
No, my dad's always been pretty realistic. He's like, I'm going to try to take it easy. And then just something happens probably within every former athlete or someone who, maybe aspired to one day play professional sports. Like you get into the competitive mindset where, okay, even though my dad was probably thinking, even though these kids are like half my age, I'm still going to show them what I can do. And then your body says, slow down, old man. And then something happens. But my dad's in great shape. He does biking. Yeah. I mean, right now, if we were both to get on a bike, he'd kick my butt easily. But no, once the football season's over, I still want to get on a basketball court. And any kids out of college,
you're missing the point. Okay, this is not what we were talking about. We were talking about age and feeling different and wishing I had the same confidence. This is you regardless of what you're talking about. We can take age out of it. You're confident regardless. Or cocky sometimes. But I wish when it came to age, I had a little bit more of that. And especially because I know we were talking about you, but like I have been getting so many grays this year that I'm like, I want to be excited to age. And I know every age is like a blessing and, like I should be thankful. But things start to come up that you don't think about. And I wonder if when you start getting some grays, if it'll
I think I have a gray in my mustache. Like I think there's one gray somewhere in my mustache here where like I'm like, oh, that's definitely.
Sometimes you have like little gingers. Like you have lots of little ginger hair.
I don't know what she's talking about.
You do. You feel like you have some like little ones that stick out to me that look really bright, but it's just they're really red.
That's weird. But maybe whenever that time comes, I will maybe start to feel some type of way about it.
We'll see. Okay.
But no, it was a good birthday though. Like we celebrated just in a place pretty local to here. Had some friends and family come to, celebrate and have some really good pizza, a couple drinks, and yeah, good time. Good time.
It's funny that you could have like a pizza party at any age and it'll always work.
And you know what? When we were thinking like, what am I going to do for my birthday? At no point did it ever cross my mind, let's go out, let's drink. No. Because I had the next day off. Like we celebrated on a Saturday. That Sunday, the Bears weren't playing. So theoretically we could have gone out, but that never once crossed my mind. Like I want to go out, I want to drink a bunch, but
I don't think that's ever been your mentality.
I mean, at one point it was like,
really
younger, of course, like college-ish, and even past that a little bit, but never. And I know there are some people that big 3-0, let's celebrate, let's get really drink, but that was definitely not my mindset. I'm like, if you guys want to come over to the apartment, we'll drink a little bit here. And we did a little bit, and then we'll go over, have an adult pizza party. And we had an adult pizza party, had some games as well that they have little board games that you can play. So yeah, that was fun. That was great. That was exactly what I wanted. So no, I don't know when the next time will ever be where go out.
Well, you were saying that, in terms of like birthdays, like when's the next big one that you would celebrate? Because obviously like 18's a big one, 16,
21,
for Hispanics 15, 21, 25. Did I say that one already? I feel like sometimes that one's like a nice one at 25. But yeah, 30's a big one. And then what else after that?
Then I would say it's probably just increments of 10. You have your 30th. Ain't nobody care that you turn 35. Like you can
does.
Get no okay, look, you can get together. Love birthdays. Yeah, no, I love birthdays too. You can get together, have a cake, or have a little get together, but no one's throwing like it's your 35th birthday. No, it's like probably now once you get to 30, it's like increments of 10, 30, 40, 50.
Big ones, you mean?
Yeah, like the big, I guess, and whatever your definition of big one is, but yeah, that would probably be the next big one, I guess. So, yeah, I have plenty of time before that one. So I know we got some other obviously topic, or do we want to get into them right now, or should we?
Yeah, we can. Let's get into it. No, I say we get into it.
Not take a time out.
No, not take a time out. So obviously the holidays are right around the corner at this point. It is December 11th?
God, I think
December 10th, actually.
December 10th?
Yeah. So, I mean, at this point, Christmas is just a couple of weeks away now. And I say it every year. I'm going to start earlier. But I realized the reason that it's hard to start early is because of the amount of birthdays that we have in November.
Christmas shopping, you mean?
Yes, sorry, Christmas shopping. And I'm going to read it off because I was like, how many birthdays did we have? We literally had my dad, my sister-in-law, your brother, my best friend, and then yours. We celebrated on the 30th, so all in November. I would say sometimes like separately, but just in general, birthdays and stuff, like that's how many birthdays happen in November.
That's a lot. That's a lot of people that, you know, you're getting gifts for. You're looking to, you know, get that. Those gifts come before any Christmas shopping, you know, comes into play. So I completely understand why, you know, for you and for us, like it kind of gets pushed back a little bit.
Yeah, it's just hard to like think about Christmas when you have to like think about all the different
think
birthdays
about me.
In November. I know.
And you got me an awesome birthday gift.
But yeah, so I guess we're gonna kind of talk about like gifts, and I wanted to talk about, we are 5 years in at this point. The way that we have gifted to each other has changed a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the beginning there is so many different options. You really do have like so many different options when you're just starting. And now, like I said, 5 years in, it's like, just tell me what you want.
Yeah.
Tell me what
you want. And please, for the love of God, this is you to me. Don't buy the gift that I'm thinking of getting you. Because I do have a habit of getting the things that I want.
Instant gratification. Well, I feel like I will give you some props because this year you've done a lot better with, I wouldn't say impulsive buying, because
well, I said that
things that
I'd
you
be better
do
with.
Use. Yeah.
I said it. I remember saying like on one of these podcasts, I'm going to do better at not doing that.
Yeah, and you have.
I think I've done a pretty decent job of that.
No, I think you have, unless you're hiding things from me. But
no, just kidding.
Yeah, no. So I remember one time you came back from getting your hair cut, and you were like, "Oh, my hairdresser was talking about how her and her boyfriend do lists for each other."
Mm-hmm.
And It's just kind of like, oh, you don't have to get everything off the list, but these are just some ideas so that you can know
it's a good idea
what to give each other. But honestly, I feel like we've been doing that even before, because before I think we used to like hint at each other a little bit, or add to it with something else that was a surprise. But yeah, I feel like it is very, very hard to gift for you. And I've always said that. Even in the beginning when I had tons of options, it was still hard to gift for you. But
I feel like I'm an easy person to gift though. Because I mean,
no, you're picky about the brands
shoes.
You like. You're picky about the clothes you wear.
I know but you know what brands I like though.
Yes, and I feel like you have everything.
Oh,
so
no,
it was like
I can have so much more. So much more. No, but it's like that, you know, I like shoes, you know, I like technology, you know, I like sports, you know, I like
also with technology. Okay, hold on. I know you like sports. You're not going to wear anything Bears related.
No.
You're not going to
workout clothes.
What do you mean?
You know, workout clothes there's so much variety there.
Which you also have so much of. So it's like I don't want to sometimes, like, yes, I can gift you those things, but I don't want to feed into the amount of stuff that you already have.
I get it.
Am I calling you out too much on this?
No, I don't feel called out. I feel I'm, you know, that is me. So no, I completely understand that. For you with gift giving, I mean, you definitely have given me indicators, I guess, of what you may want. And, you know, I have a bad habit of almost revealing what I've got you before you get your gift. I just spill and tell you. This year, not going to do that because I already got one of your gifts.
You did?
I did.
Where is it?
I can't tell you. So I got one of your gifts, and we're actually going to get more into the whole gifts and other variations of gift giving that happens throughout the holidays. But first, I have to tell everybody about our favorite protein shake, Owen. Stands for only what you need. And if you're looking for an alternative protein product that only has the necessary ingredients that you need, vegan, non-GMOs, you're going to want to go with Owen. And they have so many great flavors. If you're looking for, some with peanut butter and chocolate, they got it. No nut butter cup. You're looking for just straight up chocolate. They have dark chocolate. They also have like more festive flavors as well. And if you're somebody that likes to get the powders, they have that version. I love the already pre-made shakes that you can take on the go. So after you get done with the workout, you have your shake right there in hand. So everything that you're kind of looking for, they most likely have it there. They also have protein shakes that have a little bit of caffeine in them. So you can have your caffeine and protein at the same time. So definitely check it out, liveowen.com. And when you're stacking up that cart with all the new goodies that you're getting for your new protein journey, you can also use the promo code CoupleGoals1 at checkout. You actually save 15% off your first order. So use that promo code CoupleGoals1 at checkout to save 15% off.
Thanks, Owen.
Boom.
Okay. Do you want to take it from there, honestly? You were talking about...
gift giving. Yes.
Giving.
So obviously with the holidays, there are holiday parties, there are get-togethers, and then there are white elephants.
Or Yankee swaps.
Yankee swaps, which I don't think I've actually heard anybody ever call it that, but there's that too. Secret Santa is something different.
Yeah,
that's
Secret
not
Santa's
that.
different.
So regardless, all these gift giving activities, we wanted to talk about like what makes a good gift for something like white elephant. And should I say my take on this, or do you want to go first?
Well, first off, what are your thoughts on a white elephant or like a Yankee swap type of thing?
I think it's a fun... It's a way to, when you're in the holidays, to be in the Christmas spirit of having gifts, unwrapping them with your friends, and not knowing what everyone's going to bring. So I do enjoy it. I think there's some that we've experienced that are better than others. I know, okay, for example, I know I had the crappy gift one year where we went into, I don't even know, one of these stores in a mall where they have miscellaneous types of gifts, and I got a cereal box, and it was called Bootios. It was chocolate. It was kind of like a chocolate ice cream, but it was called Bootios. So got that and gifted it, and
but not just that.
No.
Had,
but
like,
it's
other stuff
in there. And I remember, I think it was my friend Ben, close friend Ben, gets that. He's like, "Why? Why did you do this?"
No, he didn't get it.
No,
but he did say,
did
like,
he complain
not
about
to
it?
be rude, but if I ended up with that, I would have.
Oh,
been pissed.
okay, yeah.
But
who got that?
I forget. But
I think it was one of Jimmy's friends. But yeah, so again, not the greatest gift. Then also,
the thing is, I think for me, it needs to be established in the beginning. Is this going to be like gag, funny gifts? Because then you can't be mad, right?
True.
Then you go all out. But if you are someone who I personally have learned this past year that gift giving is one of my like love languages. I love putting thought into gifts. I love having a nice presentation, all that stuff. So for someone like me who puts a lot of thought into it shows up and it's like, you know, all like gifts that are just going to take up space in your house, that like, what am I going to do with this type of gift? I'm going to be hurt.
Well, okay. Last year, who did you get a loaf of bread, or who got a loaf of bread?
I think I opened up a loaf of bread.
It's like, okay.
I think there were some
They're lottery.
tickets.
Okay.
Didn't know that at first though. So I was
Still,
like,
still. I mean, hey,
you could win big, yeah.
You could win big, or if you needed bread, now you got it. But that is a really good point. You need to establish what type of gift exchange is this, because I've had one with my close friends from high school. We knew exactly what kind that was, and we all got some very interesting gifts that I will not share here. But we all knew that. So when we got these gifts, we were laughing and like
no one's gonna be mad.
No one's gonna be mad. And then there were some really nice gifts too.
But
so
yours was more of a Secret Santa.
That was more of a secret. That's true.
Someone specifically did it.
That was that one. Yeah.
Stuff. But like even in the past, I have done also like work ones, and oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, but for work, I do not. I'm like let's do any other holiday thing and celebrate that way. I just do not like Secret Santas or white elephants for work. Unless you're close with your coworkers and stuff, but if there's people like, okay, I've met you like 1 or 2 times, it's like, no, I don't want, no. And I think my attitude is like that because again, there's so many from November to December. It's just a lot going on that I cannot like.
Yeah,
leave me out of it, please.
I don't think I've actually ever done a Secret Santa or a white elephant for my for any of my jobs that I've been at. Now that I'm thinking about it, like I haven't done any at CHGO and that's fine. Like I don't mind. Like I think it is more of a do it with your friends who you know.
Yeah. And
so that when you do get a gift, like again, you know the people. I think that makes sense. But for me, my philosophy here for white elephant, and we do it with some people that we know, but we don't know as well as some of our close friends. I already got my gift. It's actually delivered in the mailroom. I forgot to get it earlier.
You're not going to say it though, right?
I'll say this. I like to gift somebody the opportunity to use whatever my gift is. They can use it on a daily basis. It's very I don't even know what the right word is, but you can use it. You know exactly what it is, regardless, male, female, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like you could use, it's very practical. That's the word I was looking for. It's very practical. And, if we have like a certain price range, it's within there, and somebody's going to look at that and be like, yeah, I can use that. And so that's my approach with this white elephant that we have on Friday.
It's funny because I know some people are like, I want to have the gift that wants to get stolen. It must feel nice to be like, oh, everyone wanted the gift.
That is a good point.
My gift was a hit.
Yeah, that's a good point.
This is funny. But you're right. I do feel like it has to be like a gender neutral thing, something that both can use. Like you said, practical. Or if you're going to go the gaggy route, it has to be something that people will use regardless. And I don't know whether that's like something you can use for your house or like cleaning or whatever it is, something that you're actually going to use up and not just, they're not going to use it. It's going to sit somewhere for the rest of the year. Like,
okay, I just thinking like a gag gift that's also practical, but if you got it, it's like, okay, I'm going to use this. I just imagine what if someone put together like a whole toilet type of like gift where you have like cleaning supplies and like again, it's not something like, wow, look what I got, but I am going to use all this. Thanks. Now I don't have to take
now I don't
have to go to the store and get all these things. So it's on that side of it, but you can also use it for what you'll eventually need to use it for.
Yeah, we did a white elephant with my company recently. So I took some notes while I was there, because then you do really get to see what gets stolen.
Yeah.
What don't people want?
Very true.
What flopped. But yeah, I don't know. I guess in all like reality, it is all just for fun.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? It does get serious though, because when things start to get stolen,
You don't want to. You want to end up with one of those gifts that caught your eye, and you don't want to end up with the one gift that nobody honestly wanted.
can I? Here's some
Yes.
drama that happened at the White Elephant. I don't know if you caught this, but I caught this. There was two people sitting next to each other, and one of them, before her number was called to go pick out a gift, she was already saying, I'm gonna get that one. I want that one. But it's like, okay, anyone could get anyone still, you know, like
You can't show your hand.
yeah, you can't just claim one. It's not your turn yet. Relax.
Nope.
So someone else went and got that gift. She opened it. She's like, oh, my kids are going to love this. My kids are going to love it. And the other girl got mad. She's like, I just said I wanted that one. It's like,
That's
whoa,
not how this works.
This is not how this works. Eventually, the one that was like, you know, being like, you know, what would you call it?
Eager with her.
Eager, impatient. She ended up stealing the gift, and she's like, yes, my kids are going to love this. My kids are going to love it. And I'm like, ouch.
Hey,
it's kind of
you know, not friendships don't get lost like this, like when you play Uno or something. But like you can like create.
But to
some...
me, I was just like, yikes, because it's not like they were like, you know, being besties. They're like, oh, it's okay. It was kind of like an awkward situation.
You'll remember that the next time White Elephant gets brought around for next Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm like, I remember what you did. So you gotta
from the kids.
you gotta keep whatever you actually want to your chest. Don't let anybody know it. Don't even make eye contact with the gift that you actually want. So you're
Act like you don't even really care.
Yeah, no, like I'm good with any of these. Just give me that one right at the very end. It's there are ways to be successful in White Elephant. We just gave them to you. Don't tell anybody.
No, I don't really feel like we gave too many ideas. We just kind of gave our thoughts, because it's not like we listed off.
No, we didn't list off the items we're giving, but just how to win at your White Elephant this holiday season. You listen here, you'll come out with that gift that you ultimately want.
Okay, I have a question for you.
I have answers. I hope.
When does it start to officially feel like Christmas to you, or holidays? You know.
Well, we'll stick with like Christmas. I think for me. Oh, this is a good question. It starts to feel like Christmas when it has to be in December for whatever reason. I'm putting my own parameters with this because you asked me the question. But once it snows for the first time in December, then I feel like it's that Christmas time. If it doesn't, I don't know. Like I remember telling you a couple days ago, like when it's Christmas Eve, I hope there's snowfall. I don't personally like when we're at those 2 days and there is no snow on the ground. It doesn't have to be a lot, but just having a white Christmas. That's for me when it really feels like that holiday Christmas season. I also say when we put up our tree, like it makes our apartment feel very festive. We work on it together and put all the lights and ornaments. So that would be my second. But I don't know why. Once it's December and I see that first snowfall, then I'm like, oh, okay. Christmas is just right around the corner. What about for you?
For me, I would say it doesn't really start to feel like Christmas until I wrap my first gift.
Not the gifts for all the people in November, though. Like all the birthdays, right?
Well, those are usually like birthday bags, you know? But for Christmas, you're like wrapping a gift. At least I am. I'm usually, you know, wrapping things. I'm not putting things in bags for Christmas, but I think that's usually when it starts to feel like it for me. And when I put this question down, I was thinking about like when I was a kid, like what made it feel like Christmas. And a lot of it was because you're doing like Christmas activities in school, or I do really feel like it's like the traditions that you do in your household, or the fact that it's like your parents are creating that magic for you when you're younger. And so I don't know, I think that starts in like December when we all start to get excited. Like me and my siblings used to create like a countdown chain in December, and we used to rip one off every day. So like little things like that I obviously don't do, but those are the things that made me super excited for Christmas. So
I would say, I guess, when my parents would put up the lights on the house, and we didn't do anything like crazy, But just having the Christmas lights out
Yeah.
there, that's how you kind of knew, like, yeah, Christmas it's on its way.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good one. When the lights. And my parents loved doing lights and stuff, so it was always exciting, like, oh, we're gonna turn them on for I think sometimes we would actually like stand outside before like they got turned on for the first time. But yeah, I think that's what it is. My mom was actually showing me recently these like cute little cabins somewhere on, she was just, I think, on TikTok, but she showed me it was like these cute little cabins, and it was snowing outside, and there was a fireplace. And I think if we ever did something like that in like early December, I'd be like, oh, I love it. Like, I'm in like the holiday spirit.
Something about a cabin with snow.
It's the only thing that would make me excited to take like a winter trip, because I don't think we're very like winter trip type of people.
No, we were just talking about like we were just talking about Alaska, and like a lot of people like to go there and visit. And it doesn't sound it doesn't sound appealing right now, but if we were to go and see everything that it has to offer, I'm sure we would love it.
Yeah.
But not to get too off track. Yes, I think those are definitely things that we consider to bring those Christmas vibes. Yeah. But we also wanted to talk about too.
Wait, I had one more thing.
Oh.
Because we haven't done it yet, and I do want to go do it. But I like, we've gone to the Christmas markets in Chicago.
Yes.
And that always also makes me feel like it's like so cute and cozy, and everyone's usually getting like little gifts and stuff.
Do we have anything planned this Saturday?
We go on Saturday?
We could, yeah. Like, we have our joint calendar, which has been actually really helpful to know exactly what's going on in both of our schedules and at the same time. But I don't think we have anything going on this Saturday, so we have to go over there and check it out before they're done. I don't know when they end up finishing, but
we also have a really exciting date coming up that's also gonna make me feel like super festive. I'm really excited about it. It's something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and you got us tickets for it.
I did.
We're gonna go see the Nutcracker.
We are gonna see the Nutcracker. Okay, to be completely honest, I had no idea it was actually a ballet. I did not know that. I for some reason I just thought it was like a play, and but I've always heard people like go see this, and
yeah,
it's in Chicago. Obviously, it's a staple for this time of the year. But when you said, it's a ballet, I'm like,
well, because you were like, yeah, this would be I was like, are you sure? You're like, yeah, this would be fun. Like, I love plays. It's not a play.
I love plays. Well, that's great. This is not a play. Like,
after I was so excited, like, yes, you're like, oh.
Oh no, I'm still really looking forward to it. So we're gonna check that out next Thursday. So not this Thursday this week, but next Thursday we'll check it out and we'll see what it's like. I'm really looking forward to it.
Me too.
That's gonna be fun.
I'm very excited. But yeah, wait, what else is on our list?
Was it the thing I was gonna get to now?
Yes, I think it is.
Okay, to kind of wrap up just our discussion for this episode, we were talking about Christmas traditions, and we didn't really get into it just earlier, but what did you guys do for your Christmas traditions growing up? And we'll also share what we would like to do for our own when we have our own kids and things like that. But what did you guys do for your traditions?
Traditions in terms of like Christmas Day?
It could be Christmas Day, or like even the just during the holidays. What kind of stands out about what you guys did growing up?
That is a good question. Well, I feel like when I was younger, I don't know if we've mentioned in the last Christmas episode, but when I was younger, we used to go to Mexico for 2 weeks. So we'd go, I think sometimes even longer, but we would go and we'd be there for like Christmas and New Year and all that stuff. And so I grew up doing things like Las Posadas. I don't know if you know what that is.
What is that?
It's basically like caroling kind of through the streets.
Oh.
And you're holding candles and stuff, and then people that live on that street will go out and like throw confetti as you're passing by. And then I think the last house, it changes depending on the night who's in charge of like the aguinaldos. So it's like a little goodie bag. So at the end, when you hit the end of the street or like the end of the path you're going around, you all line up and like you get like a little like goodie bag.
Oh, okay.
But you're
that's
singing
cool.
And I think you're praying sometimes too, and you have like sparklers and candles. I hope that is right. At least that is my memory of it.
Hey, that's your memory of it. Yeah.
Yeah, so we grew up doing things like that, which obviously I don't even know if that's a thing around here, but it was just kind of like something we
well,
did
I
during
feel
the
like you
holidays.
see in, I don't know, shows or things, like even Ted Lasso, they did like the Christmas caroling. They were going around and singing at doors. I've never been a part of that. I've actually never seen that done. Like
Caroling?
in my neighborhood or anything. Like you open the door and people are just singing to you like, it's cold. I'm gonna close this door. No.
I saw this funny TikTok of a girl who was pranking her boyfriend. This was just like through like their text conversation. She was showing it in slides, but she was telling him that she had a fun date planned and that they were gonna go caroling and it was gonna be like an all day thing.
Oh God.
I don't know. I just thought it was so funny.
That is pretty funny. I guess for the traditions for my family growing up, one other thing I want to add, like going sledding was always like an indication like, hey, Christmas time is here. But very traditional, like my parents would put the cookies on a plate and there was always this very specific plate that they would leave there, a little glass of milk, and just doing that for us when we were young, it does keep that Christmas spirit alive, thinking, oh man, hopefully those cookies are not there and the milk is all drink.
You wanted like some sort of signs that he had
that
to your house.
He had been there. So I think just kind of doing that was always nice for us growing up, knowing that Santa had stopped by and he dropped off presents and we were good this year and things like that. So and I would personally like to continue doing that for our kids. I would want cookies to be set out. I like cookies, so have a glass of milk. I don't mind a glass of milk every now and then. So that would be one tradition that I would like to carry over. Just again,
some
very some almond milk, very simple, but just leave the cookies and milk out for Santa Claus.
Yeah. I just think it's so crazy that growing up, like I am genuinely surprised and like just very thankful that our parents did that, because I know a lot probably goes into all that. Like, where do the presents get hidden? How do you get it? Because we used to live in this house that had a good amount of stairs. I'm like, the fact that I never once heard them go down the stairs and set up these presents or go back up. And like those stairs were sometimes like squeaky. So how did I not hear this going on? And how was I never suspicious of it?
I don't know. That's the magic of Christmas right there. Your parents like.
I hope we're good at it. It's like we suck. Like they catch us the first year. Like, Mom, why is this wrapping paper the same as the ones on the gifts?
Just throw 'em.
Yeah.
No, it's an art, and it probably takes years of practice to really perfect it. And of course, when you're younger too, I think it's easier to get away with it. And then do you remember ever having, or maybe you figured it out on your own, but your parents like, Santa isn't real, or like I don't think I ever had that conversation or anything like, son, we got to sit down and talk.
I don't know. It was like, I think I got to an age where I knew, but I still wanted to act or even like convince myself that it was real. So even though I felt like I was having all my doubts, I was still like pretending, just going along with it. And I don't think it ever was like a conversation. I don't think it really was ever a conversation. But I think there was a point where I realized like this writing looks like my mom's writing.
There you go. Yeah, I don't know if we definitely never had a talk, and it would just be a funny way when we get to that point. What are we gonna do?
Can I tell you this? Well, I shared this story with you, but I just want to say it on here real quick too. But I was having a conversation with some kids the other day, and one of the kids started to tell the other younger ones, "Say, Santa's not real, right? It's your grandma or your grandpa." And I was like, "Hey," and I was trying to cover for the younger kids that were there. I'm like, "Hey, well, he's not going to bring you anything if you don't believe in him." And he started talking about the elf on a shelf. I was like, "Wait, so you believe in the elf on the shelf?" He's like, "Duh."
No, that one's real, not Santa.
Of course, yeah. I just thought it was so funny, but that's one of the ones that we said we probably, you know what? I don't know. I'm never going to say no because I wouldn't want them to feel left out because it's such a popular thing nowadays, but we didn't grow up with Elf on the Shelf, either of us.
So is that just where the elf moves?
Yeah.
Like it always has to move every day or something like that? And if he doesn't, I don't know. I honestly, we didn't grow up with that. And I know it is a thing.
It's popular now.
I think that would be kind of creepy. Like this elf, like just moving in all different spots.
Well, we were at Target the other day and we saw this little box that said elf clothes. And we're like, this is so weird. And it's just, we're not used to it. It's just not how we grew up. But if it's, like if it's going to make them feel not included, then I guess we'd probably be Elf on the Shelf type of parents along with Santa. But I don't know. I could see us having fun with that.
Yeah, I think it.
If we had to, it's still around by then.
No, it probably would be
as
fun.
if it's in like years from now.
It would be fun. I know I'd have fun with it, like putting this elf in like the most obscure places possible and doing just weird stuff. But we have some time before that, and yeah, those are some of our Christmas traditions. You already have the 101 on how to dominate your white elephant
I wouldn't say
party. And yeah, you're not old because age is just a number. Remember that.
Wow, nice little recap.
Yeah, recap the episode 41 of Couples Coverage. But that's going to do it. Appreciate everyone for listening or watching. Make sure to subscribe to the podcast, Couples Coverage on YouTube. Also, if you're just someone who likes to listen to the audio, we are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, really anywhere you listen to your podcast. So go check us out there. Give us a follow on Instagram and also on TikTok. And if you think someone would enjoy this podcast, share it. Give them this gift of the Couples Coverage podcast. It would help us out, but we really appreciate you for joining us for episode 41. We'll be back with another episode here soon, but until next time, adios.
Bye.